Welcome back to my channel. My name's Jessica from Jessica's Craft Time, and today I'm kitting up our cheetah. So what I've done is I've gone through and I've put all my symbols already. I've just reused, which trays are on? I keep them all when I've de-kitted or kitted down. I've gone through and put it all. So I need to print out some more numbers because I didn't have enough numbers of everything. So I've just gone through and I've actually marked, this kit didn't come with a inventory sheet, so I've just marked on here what numbers I already had. So I just need to print the rest off. Sorry, the glare on it's really bad. So I just go through on my label maker and print them off. If you've got an inventory sheet, you can use that, but this one didn't come with an inventory sheet. I also use these stickers once I've printed them off when I de-kit. So yeah, we're just going to go and print all these off and start putting all our drills away. Now with this is quite a large diamond painting, so I'm not going to be able to fit everything into my little containers. I've only got quite little containers. I am waiting on a bigger storage to come through, which will be better for these larger kits. For small kits, they're fine. I have used them for big kits. It just means that you have to refill more often, which is not too much of an issue for me. I quite like the small containers because they sit on my counter. I don't have a big space that I actually do my diamond painting. So, oh, 902, I wasn't looking. Okay, so I've only gone to 902 and filled it up. I'll just print that off there. And then I clear it and we'll have to go back down again. I wasn't paying attention that it was full because I was talking. It'll get there back to the start eventually. I don't like to clear it. I like to backscape because I've set it up with the size that I need for my containers. It fit on both my Tic Tac containers that I store my extra drills in, as well as the containers I use while I'm actually diamond painting. So it takes a little bit longer instead of pressing clear, but I don't have to reset the fonts or anything again. So this is probably the most fiddly part when I'm kitting up, just going through and labeling all the containers. But if you've got an inventory sheet, you can just cut the what are they called, all the symbols off. I do have the order that I like to put my containers together. I don't like to do it in DMC numbering because I prefer to do it with your alphabet and your numbers that you're actually looking for on the canvas. Now I haven't done one of these kits from this company before. You can just work off the baggies. You don't have to take them out of the baggies. These bags are not all going to fit in one container, so it's completely up to you. This is just an extra step because that's how I like to do it. Let's put that away. So how am I going to do this tonight? Let's just look. I might just pick up a bag and find the number. 317 is N. So I'll just find that's one that I've already done. Now I probably should have got myself a tray, which was a little bit silly. I might be able to just do it from the bag. So like I said, we're not going to fit the whole bag in, especially because you should see how many we've got. 310. I could probably fit a few more in, but that's okay. I just keep a little Ziploc bag next to me, and all my extras are going to go in there. Just make sure you seal them properly. And then I'll have to top them up, but that's okay. 318 is 2. I've already picked 2 up that I've already done. How easy is that? Like I said, you can work off the bags if you want to. I think the bags would drive me crazy because I'd be forever rummaging through the bags to find the number that I wanted. With these containers, you do have to be a little bit careful that they don't open up on you. So we're doing 415. So I'm just going to snip my 415 off my sheet here. You do have to be, make sure I do 415, not 451. You do have to be a little bit careful when you're opening them up that you don't spill them. So I tend to sort of hold the other ones and then open that. I like just having a small amount in there too because I have a shocking memory. I have a small child. My diamond painting sessions are not just one session that I sit down and do it. I can quite often be doing it in between things, waiting for him to eat his lunch. So I actually leave the lid open, which is a little bit scary to some people, but I leave it open so I remember what symbol I'm doing, because more often than not, I get called away. Mummy, I've gone to the toilet, or can you go and get me this, or something's happened, and if I close the lids, I'm never going to remember what number or symbol I was doing. It's just not going to happen. So if I've only got a small amount in there, it's only a small amount I can spill. 6, 4, 6. So I need to find that one. Just turn these over so I can see them. 6, 4, 6. So you could go through and put all these symbols. They're not symbols. You could go through and put all the numbers on your containers first. Depending what I'm doing, I might do that sometimes. Other times I'll just go with what I've got. So 646. 646 is the anchor, which I had to draw because I couldn't find a symbol to print it off. Now this one we should be able to fit the whole bag in. That shouldn't be a problem at all. I guess with them coming in baggies too, it's a little bit less waste because you end up having a lot of waste with big ones. Look at my 310 life. This is crazy. I'll do this one now. Is equals, which was up here somewhere. I'm not even sure how I'm going to get just a few in there. There is going. Look, I've already spilt some. So when I spill them, I just drop them in the bottom. Because then if I need to find them at the end, I can go through all my scraps and discarded ones. I'm just going to fill this up a little bit. I will be topping this one up, but I guess when I come to a big section of black, I can just pull this out. I do keep my Glad bag fairly close to me. It's normally not too far away. But yeah, that's what I do. 936 is 8. 936, so I'll just go and find my 936, which was on a new one. Some people use the sticker maker, so I'm gonna have to cough in a second. Should brought a drink out. They use the sticker maker, so they run the inventory. They cut the inventory sheet down. Just double check. 936 is 8. Yeah, so they cut the inventory sheet down and they run it through their sticker maker and then use it that way. If you don't have a sticker maker, you can always cut each bit out and use a little bit of sellotape or sticky tape or double-sided tape, whatever you've got. You don't have to have, you don't actually need 3, 9, 2, 6. You don't need a lot of, everything that you need to do your diamond painting comes in your kit. You don't need all these extras. So if you just wanting to start out and you're not too sure, 926 is 3. I'm just double checking numbers because last time I did this I put the wrong colour. I mixed 2 colours up. And it took me a good session to unpick all the colours off my canvas and replace them. Yeah, so you don't need, well, with this kit, especially with all the numbers already in a bag, you don't need anything else. You have your, what's it called? You have your kit that comes with the canvas. What is that? A U. I just lost something on the floor. I'm going to have to get down and get that. So you have all your bits that come with your canvas, your tray, your pen, all of that. And then, especially when they come in the baggies, some if they don't come in baggies, the company will send you some baggies to use. If not, people use everything. You can pick up these little bags anyway at your local cheap shop. I have to get down and get this number that just fell. Or else I'll be wondering where it is later. Yeah, you can get them from your local cheap shop. Some people use like your sauce containers or your little condiment containers that you can get. 3051. There it is. So yeah, you don't have to get all these containers. That one thing I like about diamond painting is it doesn't have to take up a lot of room. 3051F. It doesn't have to take up a lot of room. I have just one plastic tub that I keep all my spare drills. I keep all my extra tray parts, kit parts in. And then it's just whichever kit that I'm working on at the time. Or it depends how big your stash is really and how much space you need. I've got a few at the moment and I just hang them off. There's some rubbish in these. I hang them off, what are they called? Pant hangers, like what you hang your pants up with. That have the little clippy bits on them. So I just hang mine. And that gives them a chance to flatten out while they're hanging too. 3021 is Z. Some people keep them stored in the boxes that they come in and just take them out a little bit before they start. Your better quality canvases, you shouldn't really need to flatten them out. They should almost flatten themselves out once you open them up. Your cheaper ones you tend to have to flatten a bit, but 3790. Yeah, so that's what I love. You don't have to get all the fancy pens, and they are nice. I do have pens. I do have my special pens I like to use, but that came well and truly in. My biggest one I did before I even had a fancy pen I did with these containers was, I think it was a 50 by at least a meter, so quite big. Quite a big one. It's definitely heavy, and that's got pride of place in its new home. It's been framed. But yeah, I just did it with these containers. Actually, the first containers I started with, which I do have a really small kit set up in at the moment, are the pill containers you get from the chemist that you put your pills in, so you know what pills you've taken. That doesn't sound right. So you know, like, what medication you need to take in the morning, noon. I think it's got morning, lunch, dinner and evening or something like that. Dinner and bedtime on them. What number is that? 6. So yeah, but you can get fancy. You can get fancy pens. You can get fancy trays. I do have a bigger tray than what's I at the moment use coming. So hopefully that won't be too far off. I can't get the back off this one. And that's just going to help me when I'm shaking them. I can be a little bit rougher with them. Oh, look, an escapee that didn't quite make it. It got stuck in the top. So, yeah, that's how I kit up. Some of these have got so few of them. 902 is E. Some of them have got like 902 is only need 10 of these. 10 in the whole thing. I've lost my, there he is, there's my 902. So some of these have just got a really small amount, and then you've got 310 black, which is, what was it? Nearly 11,500 diamonds. Oh, the black 310 life coming along for this one. So we haven't been up to much. Still a bit wary of going out and visiting people at the moment with everything that's going on in Victoria. It's just so easy, could be New South Wales at this point. So we're just keeping a low profile at the moment, enjoying some family time together. My son's doing my head in and destroying the house every day, but that's what children do, isn't it? 841, just so mum can clean up every night. I wish he'd clean up every night. He doesn't. By the time, I think it's, the problem is by the time it gets to time to tidy up, he's so tired that we end up having arguments. And sometimes mum says that's enough, it's just easy to let it go. Which is probably not the best thing, but... What is this one? 927. I did see that. I'm sure I saw it. 927. There it is. So it's got into the colder months here. It's definitely chillier out. So it's not, because I'm have only been in New South Wales for about 3 years now. So grew up in Victoria, so it's not quite the Victoria cold, but it's definitely getting to me. It'll be nice when it warms up again a little bit, I think. Had a little bit of rain lately, which makes it hard to go out and do things. 938 now, I think. No, I need to find a sticker. Oh, look, it's right there. How handy was that? 938 is D. I'll just lift that up, just so I know which one I'm doing. There has to be an easier way to get this, the backing off these. Surely it's just the fact that I've cut them so small that it's hard to get off. So it looks like most of the, oh, there's still a few big bags to go. Totally spilled that one, everyone. So far they're not looking like they have too much rubbish in them. Okay, so I've still got quite a few to go. What I might do is pause it. I'll pack up a few more and then I'll jump back on. So I'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm down to my last 3 bags. I've got 453 is arrow up. And then we'll be ready. Oh, the only other thing that I do before I start my canvas is I put some sort of tape around the edge of my image. If it's got some of the, so for instance here, there's quite a lot of, oh, you can't see, just up here, there's quite a lot of glue that extends past the actual image. So I'll go along and put tape. Now normally I use a washi tape, but I've run out, so I'm just going to use masking tape this time. 535. 535 is K. Hopefully there should be one more, 939E, which is already labelled, and we are done. So yeah, I'll put some masking tape along. The reason I do this is it stops my hand sticking to the edge of it. It stops, especially this time of the year when it's cold. I'm quite often wearing like a fluffy dressing gown while I'm working, or fluffy jumpers. It's not just bare skin that's near the canvas. So it helps prevent that edge of it getting filled up with muck, whatever fluff it picks up. 939 was a sticker I already had. Now there wasn't as many left over as I thought, probably because 310, I've just spilt them everywhere. 310 has so many. But I'll show you what I've got left in my Ziploc bag. So that's mine, and when they sit on my when I'm diamond painting, that's how they sit, and I'll have my wax and any extra tweezers or anything sits in the lids, and then if I need to transport it, it just closes up like that. So there's all my drills ready to go. I'll show you what's left. Most of that's 310 left in there, so they're all my spares. They normally just sit somewhere on the counter. I've got 2 extra containers that go in there, but I'll put them, they just go in my box. I don't keep them out if I don't need them. Sometimes if I've opened a bag that's quite large and it doesn't fit everything into one little compartment, I'll throw a couple of, if I've got empty ones like this one here, I have 3 empties, I'll just put extras in there, but I don't need to because these are all baggies. So whatever I've not used just got put in the Ziploc bag. And then I keep all my baggies because who knows when I'll need them for something. Oh, I've left one out. Why would I leave just one out? So that's the kitting up, and then all I do here, so I'll pull this back. This is quite, it's going to go over my key, but that's okay. I can always peel the masking tape back if I need to. Just need to put something on these to stop them falling back. This is all 310 there. Oh, I'm just going to move that up. So I've got just a roll of everyday masking tape. And I just put that on and run it straight down. I'll show you the edge. Like I said, normally I'd use a washi tape, but I've run out. I've already got fluff on this one, so I'm going to have to do this around all the borders, but you can see that's there, especially up here. Hang on, let me move all the things that I had holding it all down. I'll move the canvas down. Up here, look at that. Look how much there is there. I don't know if you can see that. There's heaps. So this whole row is going to have to be taken off. I will do that when I take it back inside when I'm on a bigger surface. So that is my cheetah all set up. All that I have on my desk then will be my extra ones, my 2 drill boxes, and whatever I'm working with, whatever tools I'm working with. Thank you very much for watching. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up and have a think about subscribing. I hope to see you soon, and you're all having a lovely day.